Good day, everyone. Welcome to our Statistics and Probability class. I'm Teacher Jan of Sumabit National High School. Before we start, let us first pray.
Father, we thank you day by day for all the blessings you sent our way. Teach us what to do and say. Guide us always, every day. Make us gentle, kind and good. Make us loving as we should. Amen.
Okay, class, before anything else, let's start first to massage our head. Okay, so bago tayo mag-start sa klase natin, paki-massage muna yung head natin kasi alam ko kapag related sa math, madaming alibay o kaya maraming masakit lalo na yung ulo natin. So, massage natin ng clockwise and then counterclockwise and then habang minamassage ninyo, sabihin ninyo na kaya nyo ito, kaya nyo to. Kaya ko to, kaya ko to. Ganun. Okay? Okay, so let's have now our first activity. So we called it our activity as select and justify. So dito, you need to select, but of course, you have to justify. Here, I will give you 5 seconds to answer the questions, the following questions. Okay, so ready? Let's have number 1. What do you call to the set of all people, objects, events, or ideas researchers want to investigate? It's letter A, data, B, population, C, sample, D, statistics. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is the answer? The answer is letter B, population. Why population? Because we have the word all. We are talking about all people, all objects or events. We call it as population. Number 2. From the given populations, which of the following sample is most likely to be representative of the population from which it is drawn? Is it letter A, population, senior high school students, sample, grade 10 students? Letter B, population, online shoppers, sample, market vendors. Letter C, is it population, users of social media, a sample, students. Letter D, population, sub-beneficiaries, the samples are the government officials. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is letter C. The population, users of social media, and the sample should be the students. Why? Because letter A, senior high school students are not grade 10 students. Letter B, online shoppers, of course, not the market vendors. Same as letter D, the population, sub-beneficiaries, it should not be the government official. Number 3, the Philippine High School caters to 5,000 senior high school students. Mr. Manalo, the school principal, wants to obtain information about their plans after graduation. What is the target population in his study? Is it A, senior high school student in his school? Letter B, senior high school students in his district. Letter C, parents of senior high school students in his school. Letter D, parents of senior high school students in the nation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is letter A, senior high school students in his school. Siyempre, doon na sa malapit. For example, sa kanyang school to obtain the information about their plans after graduation. Okay? So, I hope na may na-recall kayo about those 3 questions. Okay, so let's have another activity. We called it as What can you see? Alam ko dito, marami sa inyo ang strength ninyo. Yung gumawa ng story kapag may nakikita kayo or sa mga pictures. So here, I will give you 2 pictures and then kayo yung gumawa, mag-isip kayo kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari or kung ano yung nangyari, bakit ganun yung picture. Okay, ready? Picture number 1. Okay, tignan ninyo mabuti, observe ninyo. So, this is a sample of class. And then may binilugan na 4 students. Next picture. Again, another set of class. And then, may binilugan ulit na 4 students. Ano kaya yung possible na situation ng 2 picture na yan? Okay, so the 2 pictures, sinasabi dito is may yung buong class, possible yung buong class natin, yung 4 na sinirkulan are the possible representatives of the class. Okay? So parang siguro ito yung selection or pwede sila yung magkaka-group sa class na yon, ganon. So pumili lang yung teacher nila. Okay? So naintindihan ba? So our discussion for today is about sampling. So makikita natin sa picture as a whole, pero may pinili lang or nag-select lang yung teacher nila ng ilang students. So in sampling class, we have 2. We have the probability and non-probability sampling. Okay, from the word probability, from our previous discussion or modules, pag sinabing probability, you have the chances. Okay, so lahat ng samples natin ay may chance na makuha. Okay, while the non-probability sampling, syempre non-probability, the opposite is that not rely on randomization or yung tinatawag na yung probability. Okay? So again, the probability sampling, this sampling techniques uses randomization to make sure that every element of the population gets an equal chance to be part of the selected sample. So you have the equal chance from the word probability, while the non-probability sampling, it does not rely on randomization. Okay, class? So we have now what we call the random sampling. So under to ng probability, a sampling method of choosing representatives from the population wherein every sample has an equal chance of being selected. So dapat may equal chance sila. Hindi pwede yung pipili na lang. Dapat may chance din siya. Okay. So isipin niyo, pag may crush kayo, may chance ba kayo? Parang ganon. Okay? Ano, nasa probability sampling ba kayo or non-probability kapag may crush kayo? Okay? Okay, so let's proceed now. The different types of sampling. Of course, we have the different types of sampling. Hindi naman basta-basta may sampling na lang. Okay, so number 1, we have the simple random sampling. It is the most basic random sampling wherein each element in the population has an equal probability of being selected. Ito siguro yung sabi nga dyan, basic random sampling kasi yung buong population natin mayroong equal probability of being selected. Okay, plus mag-isip nga kayo ng situation na mayroon kayong chance, equal chance na mapipili. Situation na parang magiging sample kayo. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basic example natin siguro is recitation kapag sa klase natin. Diba si teacher, pwedeng pumili kahit sino sa inyo. So you have the chance na mapili. Minsan natatakot kaya may ginagawa o kaya minsan nag-raise ng hand. Kasi nga, may mga kalaban kayo na pwedeng mapili ni teacher. Ano pa? Ano pa kayang mga ibang example ng random sampling? Doon sa mga, kung sumasali kayo sa mga ticket or raffle, di ba, linalagay lahat ng list of names ninyo doon. So, you have the random sampling doon. So, kung may pangalan ka doon, equal probability of being selected. Okay? So, that is simple random sampling. How about second kind? We have the systematic random sampling. If we say systematic, the sample members from a larger population are selected according to a random starting point but with a fixed or periodic table. Okay, ito naman may fixed or periodic interval pala, sorry. So, mayroon tayong interval na sinasabi. Ito ngayon yung example niya. Kaya from the word systematic pala class, system. Mayroon siyang system na ginagamit. Systematic. Okay, example natin, ito yung ano natin. So, we have, let's say, example, a population or the whole. And then, ano yung nasa picture, tignan natin. Ano yung pinili niyang mga sample? Part pa rin siya ng population, tandaan. So, ano yung mga pinili niya? We have the number 2, 5, 8, 11. Ano yung mapapansin niyo yan? Every, may difference sila na 2 person or dalawang tao between, saka siya pumipili ng sample niya. So, every third, sabihin natin, every third. Kasi mayroon pang nauna dito na isang tao. Yung ano niya siguro, say 0. So, every third, so nagka-count siya ng third, dun yung magiging sample niya. So, may system siya. Hindi siya nagra-random yung lahat. Okay? So, that is the systematic sampling. How about the next one? The stratified random sampling is a random sampling wherein the population is divided into different strata or divisions. The number of samples will be proportionately picked in each stratum. That's why all strata are represented in the sample. So, stratified naman, we have the word divided into different strata or division. So, magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na strata or division. And then, paano kukunin ngayon yung sample? Proportionately picked in each stratum. So, imagine or isip tayo ng situation ulit. Ano kaya yung pwede siyaan? So, may groups or division. Nag-group muna sila. So, every group mayroong kinukuhang sample doon. Okay? So, para mas makita sa picture, okay, so dito stratified. Pwedeng group niya dito. Ito yung first group natin. This is what we call the strata. First strata, second strata, third strata, and the fourth strata. Or the yung group nila. And then, each strata, meron siyang kinuha sample. Say C2. Okay, dito siya magra-random ngayon sa each strata. So, magagamit nyo pa rin yung random sampling. Okay, tandaan niyo magra-random sampling pa rin siya each strata. So, each strata representative ng sample. Isip kayo ng example, anong pwede? O kunyari sa barangay niyo, every zone mayroong representative. Okay? So, ganun. So, dito sa school, meron naman every class, ganun, or every year level. That is i-represent natin as strata. Then, kukuha ng sample kapag meron kayong research. Okay? Or every barangay, sabihin natin na every barangay doon sa, kunyari grade 11 students yung target ninyo sa research ninyo, and then grade 11, and then yung bawat lugar nila magre-represent kayo. Okay? So that is stratified sampling. And then we have the cluster sampling. It's a random sampling wherein population is divided into clusters or groups, and then the clusters are randomly selected. All elements of the cluster are randomly selected, are considered the samples of the study. Okay, so divided into cluster, kanina strata, Pero ito naman cluster or groups. And then the cluster are randomly selected. All elements of the cluster randomly. Ano kayang pagkakaiba nila ni stratified? Mayroon din divided and then tinatawag din, ang pagkakaiba lang kanina strata and then ngayon cluster naman. Pero parehas na may grupo. Okay, tingnan natin dito sa picture. Okay, this is an example. So, groupings pa rin sila, dinivide, pero ang buong cluster, ito yung cluster 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say, yun yung counting natin. But the samples, selective cluster. Ito, yung buong grupo naman nito, ito ngayon yung representative ng samples nila. Okay? So, ito din yung napili. So, unlike kanina sa stratified, each group may masiselect tayo. Pero dito, isang grupo, ito ka ngayon, magra-random ka ngayon dito sa 5 groups. Okay? Yun yung difference nila ng cluster sampling. I hope naintindihan pa. Okay, so those 4 are the kind of probability sampling. Ano yung una? We have the random sampling, systematic sampling. The third is the stratified. Fifth is the cluster sampling. Okay, ulitin natin yung random sampling, pinaka-basic siya. So, lahat may chance. Second, the systematic, we have the system, yung mayroon lang siyang sinusundan every third or every 10 person, yun yung kukunin niyang samples. And then the stratified, you have to divide it as strata. And then each strata, you have to select sample, while the cluster sampling, divide pa rin, but the whole cluster are selected to be the sample. Okay? Okay, let's have now another 2 kinds of sampling under the non-probability. Okay, so wala naman itong chance ngayon. The probability, we have now the convenience sampling. The first is the convenience, wherein the researcher gathers data from nearby sources of information, exerting minimal effort. Convenience is being used by person giving questionnaires on the street to ask the passers-by. Okay, from the word convenience na lang. Okay, ito yung convenience sa akin as a researcher. Nearby sources lang. O kung dito ka mas convenient, ito na lang kunin ko para minimal yung effort. Yung mga kapitbahay ko since may mga grade 11 students naman as sample natin. Pero non-probability sampling siya. So, walang chance yung lahat para mapili. And then, yun, yung questionnaires. And then, another one is the purposive sampling. It's also not considered a random sampling since the respondents are being selected based on the goal of the studies of the researcher. O purpose, depende sa purpose mo. Since ang purpose mo lang is mga senior citizen. Okay, doon na lang ako, senior citizen. Hanap na lang ako ng senior citizen na malapit sa akin, parang ganon. Para hindi na siya malalayo or yung purpose na lang yun. So, walang chance. Siya na lang mismo yung pipili. Okay? So, those are kinds of sampling natin na pwede ninyong magamit sa research ninyo. Alam ko, this time, gumagawa kayo ng research one ninyo, so pwede ninyo siyang magamit kung alin dyan yung pwede yung apply. And then, hindi kasi basta-basta na pipili kayo ng sample. Depende doon sa ninyo, sa topic. Okay, so, we have 6. We have the yung probability and non-probability. Ano ba yung pagkakaiba ulit nila dito? Ulitin natin, probability, may chance, while the non-probability is kung ano lang yung convenient sa inyo. Okay, so yung pinakamalapit siguro. Okay, so let's have now our application. Okay, so dito direction, choose the letter of the best answer. So siguro may paper kayo dyan, sana, or ano, and then let's have answer. So same pa rin, I will give you a minute to answer and then I will give the answer. Number 1, in random sampling, the sample should be blank the population. A, as large as, B, different from, C, not taken from, D, representative of. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, the answer is letter D. Sabi in random sampling, the sample should be representative of the population. Yung ginawa natin kanina. From population, lahat ng kinukuha nating sample. Kahit anong ginamit ninyo dyan, representative pa rin sila ng population. Number 2, which of the following is not a type of random sampling? Is it A, cluster, B, purposive, C, simple, D, systematic? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the answer, not a type of random sampling, is letter B. That is purposive sampling. Number 3, as a researcher, you ask the people of your barangay on how they spent their money during the community quarantine. You decided to group them according to their socio-economic status and then proportionately and randomly selected samples from this group. Which type of sampling are you using? Okay, remember, group them according to socio-economic status and then you proportionately randomly selecting sample from this group. Discuss natin kanina. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have the letter C. Is stratified kasi randomly selecting sample from this group. Okay, number 4. You wish to examine the effects of community quarantine on your fellow students. You decided to borrow a list from the guidance office and select every 10th student on it. What sampling technique are you using? Okay, mayroon tayong tinatawag select every 10 student. Letter A, convenience, B, purposive, C, stratified, D, systematic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer is letter D, systematic. Diba? May system siya, every 10 student on it. Last but not the least, number 5, you want to know the effects of the COVID-19 to the Filipino people and you will ask the medical frontliners which type of sampling will you use? A, convenience, B, purposive, C, stratified, D, systematic. The answer is letter B, purposive. Kasi you want to affect COVID-19, yung purpose mo lang. Okay? So, what is your purpose? Okay, so I hope you've learned something, class. And thank you for watching. See you soonest. Okay, remember that learning from home can be difficult, but it's definitely achievable. So, kayang-kaya ninyo yan. Basta tulungan lang tayo, teacher and students. Okay, so thank you, class. Okay, so see you soonest. God bless.